This is the week 8 math AMS. For question 1, they tell you that KLMN is a parallelogram. Start by writing down all of your given. They tell you that LM is equal to 5. Since it's a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal. MN is equal to 3, so the opposite sides also equal to 3. They tell you that LN is equal to 3.2. What they want you to find is LKN here. So look at this triangle. You have three sides that are given. So you can use the cosine rule, which is b squared equals to a squared plus c squared minus 2ac times cosine. Start with the side opposite to the angle here. 3.2 squared is equal to 5 squared plus 3 squared minus 2, 5 times 3 times cosine. Now just simplify this. 3.2 squared is equal to 10.24. 25 plus 9 minus 30 times cosine. Subtract by 34 on both sides. Get negative 23.76 is equal to negative 30 times cosine. Divide by negative 30 here, divide by negative 30 here. You get cosine is equal to 0.792. What you do on the calculator is shift cosine 0.792, and that should give you 37.6. They want it to the nearest whole number, so 38. Okay, now they want around the nearest whole number the area of the shaded region. So what you do is you have to find the area. First you find the area of this sector, and you find the area of the entire parallelogram, and you do the area of the parallelogram minus the area of the sector. To find the area of the sector, we know that the area of a circle, so 360 degrees, is equal to pi r squared. And here what you have, it's equal to 38 degrees, equal to x. So you cross multiply these. You already have r is equal to 1. So 38 times pi times 1 squared is equal over 360. You can put this on your calculator. Just use pi on the calculator. You should get 0.33161. You can stop there, so on. And then find the area of the parallelogram. So area of parallelogram is base times height. You don't have the height, so you need to find the height here. You can use this triangle. You have this angle. Let me draw it on a bigger scale. You have this angle is 38. This is a right angle. So the last angle will be equal to 52. And you have this side, LK is 3. We found that before. So what you can do is use the sine rule. So you can do sine 90 over 3 is equal to sine 38 over h. Cross multiply on your calculator. You get h is approximately 1.85. So what you do is do this times the base, which is 5. So 1.85 times 5 will give you approximately 9.23. So what you do now is you take 9.23, you do minus 0.33, which will give you approximately, because you want to round it to the nearest whole number, 9. Okay, now they want you to find the perimeter. So of the shaded region, so you need to find this. So first of all, you need to find the arc HG, because it's easy to find the perimeter of a parallelogram. To get that, you need, like, the circumference of a circle, so 360 degrees is equal to 2 pi r, and you have 38 degrees, and x, so it's x, so you cross multiply, put it on the calculator, so you have 2 pi r is 1, times 38, put it on the calculator, you should get approximately 0.66. So you found the perimeter here, 0.66. Now you find the perimeter of the parallelogram. So you have here, it's 5,533. Just add them all together, you get 16 minus 0.66. It's approximately 15. Okay, for question number 2, consider the sequence divided by Pn equals to 3n minus 1. What's the value of P1 plus P7? So you have n as a variable. When they give you P1, they gave you the answer for the variable. So P1 is equal to 3. You replace n by 1 minus 1, which gives you 3 minus 1, which is equal to 2. So P1 is equal to 2. Now use P7. You replace n by 7. 3 times 7 minus 1. So 21 minus 1 is equal to 20. So P7 equals to 20. What they want you to do now is P1 plus P7. So 20 plus 2 is equal to 22. Here they tell you, in the given figure, the area of rectangle ABCD is 18 square units. P and Q are the midpoints of the bases BC and DA respectively, the area of parallelogram BPTQ. So this is the parallelogram. We know that a parallelogram formed by the midpoints of the sector of a rectangle is equal to half the area of the rectangle. So it's just 18 over 2, which is equal to 9. I'll go back to question 4 at the end of the quiz. For question number 5, they want the average speed between 9:30 and 11:30. So the formula for speed is distance over time, or in this case, average speed delta distance over delta time. So between 9:30 and 11:30 here, the distance covered is between 150 and 300. So 300 minus 150 over 11:30 minus 9:30, which is the same as 2 hours. So 150 over 2 gives you 75 kilometers per hour, as you see it here. And then for between 7 and 9:30 over here, the distance is 0 and 150, so 150 minus 0 over 9:30 minus 7, which is the same as an hour and a half, so 1.5. So you have 150 divided by 1.5, 2.5, it's 2 hours and a half, 2.5, it's equal to 60. Okay, here they tell you, train started from rest at 7, write down your given. From 7 to 7:05, it accelerated for 5 minutes to reach a speed of v kilometers per hour. The train maintained this speed for 45 minutes. This is 5 minutes. This is 45 minutes. And then from 7:50 to 8, it decelerated for 10 minutes. They want you to find the maximum speed attained during the trip. So what you do is you find the area for each one of these. The area for a triangle is base times height over 2. The base here would be 5 minutes times the height, which is v. So 5v over 2. Then for here, it's base times height, or side times side, same thing. You have 45 times the height, which is v here, and then here it's again base times height over 2. You have 10v over 2. Cancel, divide 10 by 2, which just gives you 5v. Now you're left with these. They already told you that the entire distance traveled during the graph is 63 kilometers. So it can also be written as 5v over 2 plus 45v plus 5v is equal to 63 kilometers. What you want to do here is find v. So 5v over 2 is equal to 50v, which is equal to 63 plus, my bad. You can multiply by 2 everywhere to make it easier for you to solve. So 5v is equal to 100v, which is equal to 126. Sorry, 5v plus 100v. So you get 105v is equal to 126. You divide by 105 on both sides. You get v is equal to 1.2, but this is kilometer per minute. You want it in kilometer per hour. To change, you multiply by 60. So v equals to 1.2 times 60, which gives you 72 kilometers per hour. Okay, for the second part, they want the average acceleration, which is delta velocity over delta time. You already got your velocity, which is 72, and then you want time. They want it in kilometers per hour though, and they tell you first 5 minutes. 5 minutes is the same as 5 over 60, because an hour is 60 minutes, which is equal to 1 over 12. So 72 over 1 over 12. So 72 times 12, which is 864, and that's your answer. Okay, for this question, this symbol here means summation. So basically what this is saying is the summation of 10 30 times with n equals to 1 here. When you do the sum of 10 30 times, what do you get? So it's just basically 10 times 30, which is equal to 300. Here they're telling you that find the summation of 3n plus 2 3 times. Each time n is different, you work upward. So first time n is equal to 1, so you do 3, 1 plus 2, which is equal to 5. Second time n is equal to 2 up until you reach 3. 3 times 2 plus 2 is equal to 8. And then you have n is equal to 3. So 3 times 3 plus 2, 9 plus 2 is equal to 11. You add these three together, 13 plus 11 is equal to 24. For this question, it's the same concept as before. You have n as a variable. Here they tell you 5. You replace n by 5, because that's what they gave you, which gives you 10 plus 9, 19. Then for u10, you replace n by 10. So 20 plus 9 is 29. You add 29 plus 19, because u5 plus u10, it equals to 48. Okay, so for this question, start down by writing down your given. You have u1 is equal to 1, and u2 is equal to 5. And the sequence that you have is 3un, so un is equal to 3un minus 1 plus 4un minus 2. First, you have to understand what un minus 1 means. So if you had a sequence like this, and you have u4, un is equal to u4, u4 minus 1 would be 3. or the previous one before it. And then u4 minus 2, like in here, would be 2. So you go 2 sequences behind it. So for this question, you have to work your way up to u5. You already have u1 and u2, so start by finding u3. So here u3 is equal to 3, and then un minus 1. Un minus 1, 3 minus 1 is u2. So 3 times 5 plus 4 un minus 2. Un minus 2, 3 minus 2 is 1. So u1 times 4, which is equal to 15 plus 1, which is 16. So you have u3 is equal to 16. Now you have to find u4. So 3 un minus 1. So 4 minus 1, u3. u3 is 16, we found it before. Plus 4 times un minus 2. 4 minus 2, sorry, is 2. u2 is 5. So 3 times 16 is equal to 48 plus 20, which is equal to 68. So you have u4 is equal to 68. Now to find u5, sorry, 3 times u5 minus 1 is u4. So 3 times 68 plus 4 un minus 2. 5 minus 2 is 3. u3 is 16. So 3 times 68 is 204 plus 4 times 16, which is 64. You add them together, you get 268. Oh, sorry, my bad. u3 is supposed to be 19 because 15 plus 4 is 19. So just have to fix these first. So this would be 77. So you replace it here too. 3 times 77. It gives you 231 plus 4 times 19, which is equal to 76. Now, when you add these together, you get 307. So for this question, they want the actual distance. The formula that we have is the scale is equal to the length on the drawing over the actual length. The scale here is 1 centimeter is equal to 200 meters. You want to find the actual length, so this is x, and then the length on drawing. What you have to do is you just have to add up all of these. You have to add these up to get them. So you can put it on the calculator. 1.5 plus 1.2 plus 1.5 plus 1 plus 2.3 will give you, hold on, it will give you 7.5. So you have 200 is equal to 7.5 over x. What you do is you multiply. Honestly, I don't think it's necessary to use the formula. They tell you for every centimeter it's equal to 200 meters. You got 7.5 centimeters, so you times by 200, which gives you 1,500 meters. Okay, so for the area of a trapezoid, it's base 1 plus base 2 over 2 all times the height. So base 1 is 7 plus 51 plus base 2, which is 30 over 2, which is 58 plus 30, which gives you 88 over 2, which is equal to 44, times the height, which is 24. So 44 times 24 gives you 1056. For the area of a square, it's just side squared. The side length is 10, so 10 squared is equal to 100. The area of a rectangle is length times width. The length is 12, the width is 4, which gives you 48. The area of a triangle is base times height over 2. The base is 10, the height is 6. So 60 over 2 gives you 30. The area for an equilateral triangle is radical 3 over 4 times the side squared. They gave you the side length as 40, so radical 3 over 4 times 40 squared, which is equal to 1600. You can cancel these by 4, divide by 4 here, and divide by 4 here. You get 400 radical 3. The area of a parallelogram can either be base times height or diagonal times diagonal based on the given. Here they gave you the base and they gave you the height. So you just do 10 times 6, which is 60. Question number 4. A cone is cut along the line OM and is opened out into the sector. So this, they cut it here and they opened it to get this figure here. So what you want to look at first is this. This is a full circle, okay? Its circumference is equal to 2 pi r. This circle, when you open it, the circumference stays the same because the circumference is like the same as the perimeter. So when you cut it open, the side length doesn't change. They have the radius here as 4, okay? So actually the circumference of it is 2 pi r, r is 4, so 2 times 4 times pi, its circumference is 8 pi. We know that this side is equal to 10 and this side is equal to 10 because you just opened it here. It's the same figure. So what you want to do, 360 degrees for the full thing. This is just a sector of the full circle. For a full circle, it's 360 degrees equal to 2 pi r, the circumference of it. For x degrees, you don't know, you want to find x, which is this here. Your circumference is 8 pi. You cross multiply, so you have 360 times 8 times pi over 2 pi r. In the full circle, your radius is 10 here. See, if you completed this circle, it would be equal to 360 degrees, and its radius would be 10. So you can replace r here by 10. You can simplify on your calculator to get, so divide by 2 here. This cancels out, this becomes 4. Your pi cancels out. So you have 360, let me write it down again, 360 times 4 over 10, cancel these, so 36 times 4, which is equal to 144 degrees, which is your answer over here. Okay, now they want the area of the shaded region, which is this. The way to get this here would be to find the area of the entire sector and then subtract it from the area of the triangle. To find the area of the entire sector, the area of a full triangle, which is 360 degrees, is equal to pi r squared. The area for the area for the sector, and the sector is 144 degrees, would be x. You cross multiply to get 144 pi r squared over 360. You know that your radius is equal to 100, so 144 times pi times 100 over 360. Simplify this on your calculator, you get 40 pi. Just leave it like that for now. So the area of the entire sector OAB is equal to 40 pi. Okay, now what you want to find is the area of OAB. I'm not sure if we took this formula before, but the formula to find it in this scenario would be half side times sine of the angle. The angle is, so in this scenario, you have half, your side is 10, your side is 10 here. So half 10 times 10 times sine, the angle in between, we already got it in part 1, sine 144. So to write it down in a simpler version, you just say 10 squared over 2 sine 144. And that's the area of triangle OAB. What you want to do is now subtract this area from the area of the entire sector, which we got before is 40 pi. So 40 pi minus 10 squared over sine over 2 times sine 144. Just put all that on the calculator, put it as it is on the calculator, and you get approximately 96.27 centimeters. They want to translate to the nearest whole number, which is 96 centimeters.